leather gloves, we're slapping in hams. Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick. He's chasing the beer, the circle the lips. Play ball, play ball. Load up the bases and smack it right over the wall.
Play ball.
Play ball.
Excuse me, I ordered these months ago. I'm going to get you one. I'm going to get...
And
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Laughter Saves Lives live here on Strong Island Television Paradise Studios in beautiful downtown Massapequa.
And today's show is brought to us by Barasch and McGarry.
You nail that
lawyers,
every week.
But for the 9/11
Every
community.
week
Yes,
you nail that.
I can't even help it.
So first thing I wanted to do is we got our new shirts in today.
Yes.
And the sweatshirts. You're gonna get one.
That's
You're gonna get one.
beautiful.
Look at the back of this. I
Wow.
freaking love this.
That is beautiful.
All right, I
It
love
is
this. This one is
Right.
for Roseanne.
Oh.
All right. This is for Roseanne. Has her name on it.
Whoa.
Richie's doesn't have his name on it. There was a little screw up with the order. Santo didn't get his, but Santo bought his. Bridget didn't get one yet, but you will get one. In fact, I'll give you Richie's.
Yeah, you can take
Richie's.
mine.
I'm going to get Richie's.
Being that your name on it's not
Yeah.
important.
So on the way here today, I was a little down.
Why? What happened?
Well, the medications are affecting me, and I'm trying to
really?
balance them. And what took me out of it? Cher. Do you believe in life after love?
And she did. How did she bring you out of this?
I just heard the song on the radio. I
Made
whipped
you
up
happy?
and I was singing. I love Cher. Oh, come over here, model. Look at this. Look at this shirt. Oh my goodness. This unbelievable.
She almost looks like an EMT.
Right?
Right?
All right, zip that baby up though. This is a
family show.
Family show.
Look at this. Look at this.
Nice.
Hold
Now
on.
turn around.
Show
Turn
the
around.
back. Wow.
Hello. Now Butch is waiting. Where is
This
mine?
is a big day for
I
you.
Butch is
love.
waiting.
I feel so special right now.
Do
Well,
you?
your daughter is pissed now because she didn't get hers.
Good, because you know what?
What?
She needs to be knocked down a few pegs.
You think?
She really kind of thinks who she is.
Right, right.
She
That's
really
what I've been
does.
hearing.
We always do say you're a little special.
Thank you, Butch. I think you mean that
Thank
in a
you.
nice
We
way.
didn't need that.
I
right?
do.
Oh, she's back! She's back! She's
Yo,
back!
goes to outside and I heard every word.
Oh, I didn't say
And
anything
here
bad. So
I am
yeah.
saving you in the pickleball playoffs, and what do I
What did
have
I-
to show for it?
You
Nothing.
will get your shirt.
Don't
I
worry,
will
you're gonna
promise
get-
here on Laughter Saves
I
Lives
promise you.
Live.
We get on set.
I promise you.
It's like
Hey,
total
listen,
chaos.
ask Butch if you got one. I promise you.
I'm holding you to that.
Ask Butch. Ask
Now
Butch.
I'm leaving.
I am feeling. I can't wear. I'm going to wear this tomorrow.
I think
wherever
you look
go.
gorgeous. You
I
look
love
gorgeous.
it. I love it. I love it.
Well,
That's
you're
great.
part of the team, and so is Richie.
Thank you so
So,
much.
anyway,
And you spelled my name right. You know what that means to me?
I didn't spell it right. I spelled it wrong. They corrected it.
Okay,
That's
whatever.
what I'm done.
So
I
you're sending
probably
mine
spelled-
back to get my name on it?
I am not sending yours back to get your name on it. I'm going to get a Sharpie. I'm not spending any more money.
All right, can
I'm going
I?
to get a Sharpie.
Well, they messed up.
Who?
The shirt guy didn't put my name on it. You
Take
told them
care
to.
of it. I will take care of it.
Can I just derail your show for 1 second?
I
Sure.
can't wait.
I
I can't wait
literally-
to wear it
You
in
did
6
already.
months.
I know.
But it's all
I know.
done.
I'm literally derailing it for 2 seconds, but I talked about it on my show.
Yes.
I went to an event this weekend called Paisan Con.
I saw
and it
that.
was the first of its kind ever.
Right.
And there were all sorts of celebrities from The Sopranos, Goodfellas,
Wait.
Bronx Tale, all
Fun.
right?
The biggest name
Was
to me was Eric Roberts.
I have my
Which is-
picture with Eric
I
Roberts.
saw
Eric
that.
Roberts. Wow.
Yeah.
And you had fun?
It was the best. And I was like,
You had to be
oh.
Italian to be in this?
Well, no, Eric.
Why is it called Paisan?
Because it-
So all the shows are Italian
well,
related.
it's all like it's celebrating Italian.
Annie is not Italian related.
What is?
No, but
Annie
the
is
actors in
No, Annie.
Molly and Pepper are Italian.
Yes. They put out a hit on somebody.
And it was the best. We need to do a comedy show there next year.
Next year. We
in
spoke
the
about
in
it.
the
Yeah,
Hilton.
Absolutely.
All
And
right.
I told John.
Did you talk to them?
Not yet, but I told John, I go, you wouldn't be the loudest one in
Right.
the room.
Who was?
You would be.
No, you
Watch,
still
John.
are.
Watch what Rich is
Am I?
going to do. You see what Rich just did? Do you see what Rich just did?
Yeah.
Do it again, Rich.
Did you talk to them to get the show?
Rich, pick up your cup of coffee.
I don't need.
Cup of coffee. Take a sip. Go ahead. Now put it back down. Do you see that, John? It's not right in front of his face.
Right, it's not.
Oh, Butch, you like totally. All right, guys, I love you. I'm out.
We love you.
I'll see you
Mwah.
later.
All right.
Thank you for the jacket.
That's because every week you tell me about the water. So now this is what we're going to do the rest of the show. We're going to.
By the way, this is our tip jar.
Yeah.
Anybody wants to leave.
In fact, Santo is going to sit behind us.
Say hello and thank our friend Patrick McDonald, please.
Hey, Patrick, it's Johnny Plug time. Thank you for always being there for us, and always starting us off with it's Johnny Plug time.
It's amazing.
Oh, we had the kids'
great.
communion. We had Vincent's communion this weekend.
Yes.
Good time. I always say at a party you need music, right?
Yeah.
You need music.
Have
Well, we went out to eat. We went to Sergio's.
Right.
You know Sergio's.
Sure.
They do the comedy shows there.
Right. Massapequa.
Massapequa was nice. No music, but you know what? It was so much fun just seeing the family and talking and laughing.
Yeah.
When you're a loud Italian family, maybe you don't need the music for a while, you know?
Right.
It was kind of nice. Like Judy.
Like Judy,
Judy,
Roseanne.
Roseanne
It's like
from
I'm
the-
walking into a party when
Yeah.
I come here. They're drinking wine.
But the hit of the night, I should say the score of the night was Giovanni, my father, Giovanni LaRocchia, asked the waiter towards the end of the night. He gave him a $2 tip. He says, here, $2. Get me a bag. Get me a bag.
Bag for what?
When a senior asks for a bag, nothing good could happen next.
Yeah.
Okay? He took about, do you ask for bags? He took about 32 biscotti off all the tables. Bam! Took them home. Giovanni!
Well, they would have been thrown out or.
Yeah, nobody,
I bet you Sergio was upset because those were going for the dinner crowd.
They were probably going for the... And the funny part is about that room, they have curtains that separate some of the room. And there were two ladies eating right outside the room, like right next to the curtain.
Yeah.
And Vincent had Play-Doh eyebrows. He stuck it up his nose and he kept opening the curtain. His head was in the middle of the table and he's still... I'm going, what are you doing? I say to my son, would you get your son? I'm off duty, right? I'm not grandpa today. Well, I am grandpa, but I'm not babysitting grandpa, you know?
Right. So did you ever perform at Sergio's?
I think I did a while ago. I think I may have once. I think it was a mistake. They wanted to... Johnny LaRocco, and I showed up.
Well...
You know LaRocco? Johnny LaRocco? He's a singer.
When I was there, headlining, they put you in a doorway, and you're playing to two different rooms.
Oh, is that what they do?
Well, when I'm there, they usually sell out.
Because they can only fit like 20 people. So when they hire the headliner, it's somebody that'll work really cheap. You know, really cheap. That's why some people headline there. They don't headline anywhere else.
I haven't seen him in 3 minutes.
What?
So we are in Strong Island Studios, the beautiful Strong Island Studios.
That's
which
right.
has an amazing sound system.
Amazing.
So do you know what you can hear?
What?
Every time you twist and tap that thing in your hand, Rich Walker.
Could you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Could you text message these things? What is it? I was going to say Regis.
You know what's amazing? I was watching.
Yeah,
Bye, guys.
They never do this on TV. Jimmy Fallon.
I was watching Jimmy Fallon, and the producer came
Never.
on with the headset,
Did he?
and he goes,
Stuck his face in?
"Stop doing
He did?
this
This
with your
should be-
pen to Jimmy Fallon." Right in the middle of the broadcast.
You know, and
Yes.
one thing I did say at the communion, which I say at all my family events, I try to grab the mic. Well, there was no microphone, and I asked my son and my daughter, "Hey, can I say something?"
Right.
And usually they'll say no. Then I'll proceed to say something. And what I said was, and I say at most events, I'm very lucky to be able to be at these events with my grandchildren. Many of my brothers who were lost on 9/11 and because of 9/11 never saw a grandchild, maybe didn't go to one of their kids' weddings. So I'm very lucky, and smack me, Rich Walker, if there are days where I'm bitching and moaning and complaining about something, because I'm a very lucky man. And I live right down the block from my son and my daughter-in-law.
You are
Aren't they lucky?
Yes.
Right? I show up at the house.
Blessings.
My son, you know what my
Many
son said to me
blessings. Yeah.
after they moved in?
What is
Dad,
it?
could you call? Like I just showed up. Like, Ray Romano's mom,
Call
Dad,
in
can you
advance.
call?
Right.
So
Don't
what I
just
did the
drop
next
by.
time, what do you think they did next time? I called.
Right.
I said, can I come over? He said, sure. And I opened the front door and I walked in. I was standing on the steps.
Right.
So he had me do a video the other day. He does videos, clinical trials.
Yeah.
And I did it, and it was kind of sunny, and I did like 5 takes. It's going to be an actual commercial, whatever.
Right.
So he said, Dad, could you open your eyes a little more on the takes? Because I was kind of squinting. So what I did was I did like 3 takes with my eyes open a little more. And then the 4th take, because he was showing everybody at work, hey, we like this one. And the 4th take, I was like this. Like, with my eyes. And he said, everybody at work thought I was serious. Like, is your dad serious? Because no, he's an ass.
So what are you doing? Like, it's a corporate kind of...
Well, it's HIPAA. Can't say anymore.
I don't know what
Can't say anything more. HIPAA.
There you are on a bicycle.
Now, here, all right. Thank you for throwing up the picture. There was a lot of controversy about me going to Fort Worth.
Now,
Fort
that
Worth.
looks like a good quarter horse.
Yeah, now Fort Worth, Texas. I showed you the video. I think I showed Eric the other night, too. I showed you the video of me riding a bull.
Yes.
Now, there was a lot of controversy because it was in a distance, and people
Yeah.
said, I can't see if that's you.
Right.
I even had myself running through the crowd like this. People were clapping for me. People said it's good enough. The true video surfaced, and now I'm embarrassed. It's a little horsey that you put the quarter in. That's what I wrote in out there.
Quarter horse.
The little quarter in the horsey.
We used to do a joke like that at White Post Farms.
Welcome, Mr. Santo.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you guys.
I'm so glad we were able to bring you on.
I'm
that
so
was
No, I
glad.
like this. I like the
A
stealth.
lot of people
I
just
like
walk right
I
on
like-
the
Well, they
set.
told me
This
come
is our-
by.
This is our show. This is how we
This
operate.
is the show. You're lucky you have me here.
You know what? We are.
No matter how I entered the
And
studio.
we brought you on tonight for one reason only.
Yes, we want to hear impressions.
No,
want
no,
to-
that's not what we brought him on for. I brought him on because we needed to fill time.
Right.
No.
Time filler.
We have a big time filler at the end.
We do.
Yes,
we do. Full of what?
So-
Listen, we have Eric F on after the show, and we have 2 of the funniest
Yeah.
guys on Long Island, and I mean that sincerely.
If you have Eric Half, there's no reason for me to be here.
I
Listen,
agree.
no,
I
I
agree.
should have
But
stayed home. I was in the middle of watching Star Trek.
Right.
You always watch the
I'm
Star
sure
Trek.
we dragged you out of your house. Let
But
me ask you a
you're-
question.
Well, I had,
Yeah,
to
go
go, I had to go to shop right
Yeah,
anyway,
ask him a question.
Yeah. His wife doesn't even know he came here.
No, she watches the show, so she does now.
She's
So
the one.
that's
She's the one.
She's the one. So
The what?
I heard that you are working on
Yes.
Joe Biden. Let's hear it. Go
I'm
ahead.
not ready to dip.
You know,
we have to.
you
You're my
can't do
voice
that
coach.
to him.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
I'm not ready. It's not ready.
You can't just say that.
Sorry.
I have to take a ride with you up to Connecticut
Right.
to
And
do
we
that
gotta
show
get
at the Skyline Diner.
I don't really know
All right,
his voice.
I can do a good Joe Biden, and
Let's see.
I wasn't going to bring it up.
Without
This is
sleep.
Joe Biden
Yeah.
in a very important meeting at the White House, listening to his staff.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Should we tell them the
pretty
story
good.
about how you developed my Trump impression on the
Yeah.
car?
His Trump is spot on. Hi, Andy.
Now. But you got me started in the
So we're
in
on the way
car
up,
ride.
and he was doing Trump back then, and it was not. It was good, but
It wasn't
It
good.
was missing something.
a lot.
And for 2 hours on the way up, maybe longer, to Connecticut.
Longer.
We went over, we're higher, little higher, pinch high, and now it's the perfection.
But we also ran it by Eric Haft, who's sitting right here.
Yeah.
Carrie Carabas.
when we got there.
When we got there.
Well, they
Before.
weren't on the show.
No, but we called them.
All right, listen.
the phone.
Enough about the impression.
Yes.
Baseball season.
Baseball.
You're a big baseball man,
Yes.
so we wanted to talk a
Really?
little baseball.
Yes.
We want to talk a little baseball, right?
Wait, let me ask you a question. Mets or Yankees?
Mets.
Mets. Oh, you had a 50-50 chance.
He knows his logos.
He does.
Wow.
But I don't know how much Richie knows about baseball.
I wouldn't know one athlete if it wasn't for Dancing with the Stars.
Did you write down any slogans, sayings that we could throw by him and see if he knows? If he knows what it means. If not, if
Go
he's
ahead.
witty enough to give us something funny back.
I like it.
Because he's like one of the funniest guys around.
Funniest guys around.
So how about if I say to you, he's towing the rubber?
Yes, he's
What,
telling.
what would that mean in baseball?
That means he's not running that fast from first to second.
Very wrong.
Yeah. He's,
That means he's
Towing.
pitching. He's
Oh, he's
pitching.
pitching.
He's
The
on the
is not
rubber
pitches,
pitching.
man.
oh, I got you. So,
Okay.
but why is he towing it?
Because his toe was touching
Toe
the
was
rubber.
touching
Oh,
the rubber.
his toe. Not,
Right.
Got it. Okay.
How about he's taking the hill?
That means he's going to the mound. to
Correct.
pitch.
He's pitching
correct.
again. The same guy who towed is now hilling.
These are easy.
I actually have a question for you.
Yes.
2 nights ago, Met game. Bases loaded, 2 outs.
2 outs.
Yeah.
Right? they get a hit in the infield.
Yes.
Not a hit, but the ball's hit into the infield.
Oh, indeed.
To the second baseman.
Yes.
The Met runner from first to second.
It's running fast.
Didn't slide into second. Overran the bag.
Oh!
No. Kept going towards third.
Oh.
Why did the runner, with bases loaded, 2 outs,
right.
why did the runner from first to second not slide? And why was he not concerned with stopping on the bag? Why did he overrun the bag?
He wanted him to throw the ball that way, so the runner would score.
Right. The reason why he didn't slide is because he wanted to not slow down. He wanted full speed to try to be safe. If he's safe at second, the run scores. Even if they throw him out going to third, the run is still in.
So he knew they were going to throw it out.
He knew he was going to be out either way. If he slides, he gets to the base too slow, he's out. If he overruns it, he's going to get a run down between second and third and be out anyway.
Right.
But the run already scored. Right. Either way, you're going to get out, but the run will score.
Baseball.
Hot
dogs.
That's like good coaching.
Yes.
Yeah,
baseball.
Very good.
Hot dogs. You got to be really on your game to think of that.
It was good strategery.
Baseball.
Now, who is
hot
that?
dogs.
That was Bush.
That was Bush.
Oh, yeah, Bush. Right.
And Bush baseball. Bush used to own a major league team. Did you know that?
Oh yeah. Which team did he own?
Milwaukee.
Which team did
George H.
No.
Bush.
No.
Oh, I know.
W.
You know,
Let me guess. Texas Rangers.
Yes.
There you go.
He knows.
How about if I said to you, it's a can of corn, Richie, can of corn?
That means that the Cracker Jacks are coming.
Wrong.
No?
Nope.
Oh.
Santa knows. Can of corn.
I'm afraid I don't know.
It's an easy catch. Can of corn goes back to Eric, you know what it goes back to? It goes back to the days when they used to stack the shelves high in the supermarkets.
Oh.
And they had to go up with that little thing and pull them down, and they would catch them.
Right.
It's a can of corn.
Can of corn.
Yeah.
So it's like a lobbed into your mitt.
Yeah. It's an easy catch.
I saw a picture on Baseball History's website. It was of the Polo Grounds, which was where the Mets played originally. But originally, the New York Giants played on the Polo Grounds, Upper East Side of Manhattan. The people in the 1800s, when it was built, were the fence. The spectators in the outfield, there was no fence. There was you just stood there with your horse and carriage, and you could sit there and watch the baseball game.
And what did the outfielder do when he left the outfield to go up and hit? He left his glove in the outfield.
Why?
Laying on the field because they shared gloves.
Oh.
Wow.
Have you ever seen the original baseball gloves from
Europe?
They're weird.
It's like 3 fingers.
Yeah, it's like 3 fingers.
Hey, you know what? Why don't we go? Are we too early for a break? No, let's go to break. We're doing good. Let's go to break, and we'll be back with John Santo and Rich Walker.
If you spent time downtown on 9/11 or in the 8 months after, you were exposed to toxic air and may be eligible for compensation from the $10 billion 9/11 Victim Fund. But most people who qualify still haven't claimed what they're entitled to.
I worked downtown. I didn't die. I was an office worker. I felt like there were others who deserved the money more than I did.
A major reason people haven't claimed the money they're due is guilt. They feel guilty claiming funds when others died or were first responders.
I heard there were 9/11 funds, but because I wasn't a first responder, I did not apply.
You do not have to be a first responder to qualify. This fund was created for everyone who worked, lived, or attended school south of Canal Street, who may have experienced or have experienced respiratory illness or any of the 68 cancers linked to the toxins. Even if you have a family history of cancer, there is a presumption linking most cancers to the toxins.
I thought it was too late to make a claim. My spouse worked downtown at a bank and died of cancer. Honestly, I just haven't felt up to it.
The government's $10 billion Victim Fund and Health Program have been permanently extended. You just need to have been below Canal Street on 9/11 or at any time in the following 8 months. To see if you qualify, call or go to 911fund.com to speak to a representative of Barasch and McGarry, lawyers for the 9/11 community.
There are many reasons people who are eligible for compensation are not stepping up to claim it. To those who are holding back, I would say just take the first step. Ask for help. Make the call. It's not too late.
I called and I qualified.
I qualify.
I qualify.
Millions of dollars remain unclaimed. You do not have to be seriously ill to qualify.
We're back.
We're going to bring on our main guest for tonight.
Yeah.
He has been a teacher in Connecticut. I can't pronounce it. Connecticut School District.
Connecticut
School District for 25 years and a coach. 9-time Coach of the Year.
Wow.
11 league championships. 2019 Suffolk County champs. 2019 Suffolk Coach of the Year. 3 times Sportsmanship Award. A nice warm welcome for Coach Robert Berger.
And he left.
Now, Robert, your microphone is off. Just there we go. I'm assuming we're not going to see you, or are we? You there, Robert?
Well, I don't want to get a ticket, so I'm going to have to say negative.
All right. So, are you just coming from a game, by the way?
Yeah, we had an away game at
And what was the score of that game?
We won 10-3.
Whoa, a romp. So, baseball coach for all these years. I mean, people look at that and they go, he's a sports guy or whatever, but it's much more than coaching a bunch of kids how to hit a ball, how to throw a ball. You're an important part of their high school years.
Yeah, I have a great job. I'm a teacher, and at the same time, I'm a coach, and both the jobs intertwine with each other. And I get to see young men turn into men right before my eyes. So I'm blessed to be in the position that I'm in.
Well, we want to thank you, Laughter Saves Lives. We did a comedy show for you the other night, and you guys made a donation to Laughter Saves Lives. Thank you so much.
No, it's my pleasure. My brother-in-law is in the Green Lawn Fire Department. He's a fire commissioner. He's been first, second, third chief. My wife's family has all been in the fire department, and I have an 11-year-old son who's now a junior in the Middle Place Fire Department, and it's his passion. He loves the fire department, and anything we could do to help you guys out, we'll be right there for you guys.
Thank you. So, tell us about the show the other night. Let's focus on the show. I showed up. I met you. Correct? Walking in the door.
Yes.
I met you right away, and then 10 minutes later, I was talking to another bald guy that I thought was you about the show. Hey, when are we going to get started? And blah, blah, blah. And he's just looking at me, and he goes, "I'm not Robert. He's over there." So I apologize. I'm
that was my twin.
Yeah, you were a real twin.
No, that was my twin.
That was funny.
Yeah, everyone kept coming up to me and asking me if that was my brother.
Yeah.
Now, Tom DeDario was the headliner of the show. Tom is one of my favorite comics. How did the warm-up acts do to build to that headliner?
More like feature acts. The other guys.
He did a great job. Loosened up the crowd a little bit. We were in it.
Yeah. Did you see the show?
You were good too.
I mean, I thought it was.
So you had a lot of fun. The show was a lot of fun.
I thought all the guys did a great job.
Thank you. Yes, they did.
See?
Yeah, we had a blast.
He's a nice man.
That show.
He's a nice man.
That's it.
Can I do it next year?
Well, Robert, they came out. They said to me, he actually came out with the comics that he wanted.
Yeah, he selected us from.
Yeah, none of them were available.
Right.
So then I started scraping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So
the bottom of the barrel.
I would say in 2 years we hit the bottom of the barrel, and that's when you're on.
And that's when I'm on the show. Okay.
You diverted my abuse.
You know what it is? By then you'll have Biden down.
That's right.
Right.
All right. So Rob Berger, coaching baseball this many years. Give us one highlight of that career. Is it a kid that you motivated that went on, or is it that kid that never went past high school?
Yes.
But really enjoyed? Give us a story.
All right, so that's a great question. Let me think a second. I'm gonna go with. All right, I got something for you.
Yeah.
I actually did the math. So 27 years, coached hundreds and hundreds of kids.
Right.
And not every kid is a baseball player, but it's not about that. It's about growing up,
Correct.
and becoming a man and starting your family and everything along those lines. So I could think of one kid in particular who wasn't the best baseball player, but was at every single practice, did everything we asked him to do. and now is a uber successful businessman.
And here he is on our panel.
And I still talk. Yeah, right. So I still talk to him today. He's got a beautiful family. I'm 48 years old. He's in his early 30s, and it's great just to see the kids grow up and just become men and have their own families. And the best part is they bring their families up. Like I
now, do
said,
you
I'm blessed to
remind
be in the
him
position that I'm in.
Yeah. Do you remind him on a daily basis he was not that good of a baseball player?
I like my job. You got to be very careful these days.
I got to tell you an embarrassment. Listen to this. You would never do this, Rob, I'm sure. My son, when he was in high school, oh my God, he would kill me if he's what I'm dead. When my son was in high school, he was that kid. He wasn't the best on the team. He didn't start, but he was always there on practices, playing hard or whatever. Yeah. It hit rock bottom when one of the kids came up to him one game and asked if he could borrow his cleats. That was the worst. He was so upset. But he gave him to him. He gave one of the starters.
I think it's great you can remember all their names. When I coached Little League, the only way I could remember the kids was by the type of glove they had. So I'd say, Wilson 8-2000, you're in left field. Right. Rawlings, Heart of the Hide, Brown, you're in right. I couldn't remember their names.
Yep. I would assume that you get a great feeling. I coached soccer for 21 seasons, a little basketball, coached my daughters. I knew nothing about soccer. My coaching was spread out, have fun, run, pass. That was it, and repeat. But it's great now when you see one of these kids and they go out of the way to say hello to you. Like, that means that you made a difference. Yep. They wouldn't bother doing that. I'm sure you get that all the time.
No, it's an awesome feeling. I've been to weddings of former players. Believe it or not, I've seen some players. I've been at their kids' christenings. Again, it's a very thankful position. I'm lucky to be in the spot that I am, but it's rewarding. And, it's not possible without my wife. I spoke about her the other night. I mean, it's 8:28 right now and I'm not home yet. And, I have an 11-year-old son and a 16-year-old daughter, and she holds down the fort so I can chase down my dream. So, she's amazing.
I think somebody asked me why I always gave bubblegum to the kids when I coached. And I said, because all of these kids are future members of the volunteer fire department of my town. So when I have the heart attack, I want them to say, oh, my God, it's the Coach John, guy. The bubblegum guy. I'm going to work hard to save him.
Right.
Question. 9 times Coach of the Year.
Thank you.
Plus, I like.
Right? 9 times Coach of the Year I see here. Is that correct?
Correct.
Now, is that Long Island, Suffolk? What is that?
It's league.
In the league. All right.
Your school is placed in. Yes.
Did you ever win 2 years in a row?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. How many times?
3 times.
Okay.
Whoa.
So that means 6 times you won Coach of the Year before, and the year after you didn't. What did you do wrong that you weren't Coach of the Year again?
You didn't give bubblegum.
Yeah, 6 times. I'm kidding you. I'm kidding you.
That's a good one. You know what? I'll answer that question. The kids did enough. I didn't do enough.
Nah, not at all. I mean, I saw the other night how everybody had a great time. You have a great group of parents there, and that's important, right?
Very important.
Parents who were supportive, but also it's hard. We're coaching a little baseball right now, and there are those parents that are right there with the kid every pitch. Step into the ball. That's got to wear down a kid and stress them. How do you deal with parents who are a little overly active with their child during the games?
So the day and age of baseball is now travel baseball. These kids are playing year round, and the real thing it comes down to is respect. You have to understand from a parental point of view, and I am a parent as well. A parent has to entrust their kid with a coach. And when you have that trust factor with a parent, I think those problems that you're alluding to go away a little bit more. I don't really have problems with parents. If they have issues, they speak to me. We're adults. We work through it. And you also have to understand the other side of it. It's tough being on the outside looking in, when, you're letting your kid go to a complete stranger. And then once you get to know them, you understand that they're in good hands. So it's a push and pull factor there.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? Because
no,
I know of coaches that get a little too involved too early with the kids in terms of like elevating them. What age, isn't it like 7 and 8 year olds a little too early for the speed gun? Like when do you introduce some of the more advanced baseball techniques to the kids? What age?
Any kid that's on a speed gun at 7 years old, that's just insanity. I mean, it's pretty rough. You don't really, my philosophy is you let the kid learn how to throw first. I mean, you could be a pitcher later. You just have to get them how to throw
right.
And then, you just work their way up. It's crazy, but that's the world we live in.
Yep. So 7 and 8 year old, definitely too young for the speed gun. Good.
Yeah. And Kirk, I saw, did you see Doc Gooden on the Met game the other day? He said that his dad used to bring him down to wherever they used to go with Gary Sheffield, and they would work on mechanics. No glove, no ball. I don't know maybe he had a glove, but no ball, just mechanics over and over. And, I'm teaching my grandson tennis now, and I was telling him about that. I said, he said, throw me the ball. And I go, wait, first step and swing. Once you get that, then we'll throw the ball. But it worked.
It's like Mr. Miyagi in The Karate Kid. He was painting the fence, but he was teaching them how to do karate.
Yeah.
You got to learn the basics. Yep.
So we're going to wrap it up. Tell us about this season.
Sure.
This is the spring league, spring season. How many games do you guys play, and what do you expect to your record to be at the end of this? What? It's spring's fall.
I know it's spring.
What the frig it is?
Yeah, it's spring. We play 20 games total where, we just started obviously with the weather and all. We're a very young team, which I like. They're hungry. They're great learners. They're eager, which is setting us up for the next couple of years. Our younger programs, they're also our feeders. We have great 2 Spartan towns. I'm blessed to be at Connecticut because every year we're right there at the end. So, and again, that's a attribute to the players and the parents who, drive all over America to get these kids playing and, make my job a little bit easier.
Well, thanks for taking the time to come on. Thanks, for
Coach.
Including Laughter Saves Lives in the show the other night. We had a ball. We hope you'll have us back next year. And good luck with the season.
Different acts.
It'll
be different acts.
Yeah. Absolutely. You guys were absolutely amazing, and I can't thank you guys enough. Thanks for letting me talk tonight. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you.
All right. Good luck with the season.
Good luck.
Can I go? Let's go to break, and we'll be back with comic Eric here.
I'm going shopping.
Hi, I'm Arthur Lee, founder, CEO, and inventor of LifeVac, a simple rescue device that could save a child's life in a choking emergency. All these people were saved with LifeVac. People may not realize that on average, 14 people a day die from choking-related incidents. Every 5 days, one of those is a child.
As simple as place, push, pull.
To learn more, please visit lifevac.net.
And we're back on the live.
Yeah.
We're
back.
John
Santa.
He left.
Yes.
Thank goodness he's gone. No, John always, John's always there for us. Like if you don't, last minute, sometimes Richie will call me and say,
I can't do it.
Yep, I got diarrhea. Gets diarrhea a lot.
No,
Richie.
it's the rash comes out.
The rash.
Again.
I can't make it. Call Santa. He's always got like spaghetti and meatballs he's eating. He comes right down. He would sauce on them, and he fills it.
Now, we have a special guest. This guy,
We'll see Eric later, or Eric after? Because he's a great comedian.
Because we have this other guy. I want to bring him on.
All right.
He's a mechanic, an auto mechanic.
Really?
Yes. And you're going to love him.
Does he fix his cars? Is that a question?
It's Tony Viziani.
Who?
Tony Viziani.
How did you find him?
He's great.
All right.
He finds everything wrong with your car.
All right.
You know what I mean?
I
So
know.
let's bring on my mechanic, Tony Viziani.
Tony Viziani. Great guest. Everybody has a car.
And we all want to know about it.
Everybody has a car. Great. Hey, Tony.
How you doing, guys?
Thanks.
Good to see you.
Thanks.
Laughter saves.
I'm sorry Eric had to leave. You would have enjoyed him,
This
but
is great, man.
you know,
people don't do what they need to do for their cars.
I
I'm here.
agree.
I want to raise money for the foundation.
Right.
Eventually, I will give the money, but we got to make money. And the
Right.
way we make money is by bringing the cars in and getting them up on the lift.
Right.
Johnny, everybody knows if you put the car on the lift, we're going to find something.
Yeah.
We're going to
That's
find
right.
something. It could be a brand new car. It could be a small car. It could be a big car. We are going to find something.
You always
that-
find something in my car.
I want to give you a very small piece of advice.
Yes.
Let your wife bring in the car so that you are not there, and let us pull out the necessary things. Take the tires off the car.
Right.
Pull out the carburetor. It could be brand new.
And bring up that donation.
And then I will have my guy Vinny is always in the house.
Yeah.
And he will call you from the house.
So if we send you people, this might be good for the foundation.
Yeah.
We want to raise money for you guys.
Right. So the more people we send to you, you're
Yes.
going to jack up the price.
No.
We'll
We're
find
going to do
things.
what's necessary
Right.
in order to get the extras.
And we
That
get a
your
little-
car needs to be safe. Safety is our number one priority.
And what's the main thing that people should look for to say, you know what, I got to bring my car to Vinny. Here's what's going on.
Just
Tony Viziano.
well, I'm Tony.
Oh,
Vinny's
I'm
the other
sorry,
guy.
Tony.
Vinny is my main guy.
I thought so.
For
I meant
instance,
Vinny. Yeah.
I'll give you a very. This is a common thing that happens.
Yeah.
A woman comes in. Her husband says, "I want you to simply do an oil change. Don't do nothing else."
Right.
I give Vinny on the car. He pulls the tires off right away.
Right away.
You need rotors. You need rotors.
Before the husband probably could see them and look at them.
He couldn't look at them,
Yeah.
but I call the husband myself,
Right.
and I say, "Hey, Vinny's got the car on the lift. It don't look so hot. Maybe you should consider some tires, rotations." And then eventually we try and jack it up to about 1,000.
Could you?
Right. Now, what if they pay cash?
Well,
Is
we
that
work with
cheaper?
people. That's how we help the foundation.
Right.
All the overage, once we make our profits, are going into stabilizations, right,
Right,
Richie?
right.
That's right.
I talked to you about stabilizations and foundations and people that help other people's, but we got to make our money
Right.
and then we distribute. It's a
Right,
distribution center.
It's a very good.
We actually have one of our viewers asking a question. This is great. We've got him asking a-
Oh, yeah. Do you change blinker,
Blinker
fluid?
fluid.
Oh, I didn't know there
Yes.
was fluid in the blinkers.
Jonathan Morris.
Jonathan
I
Morris,
gotta get
smart
my-
guy. A lot of people don't know. In the blinker head, we call it the blinker head.
Blinker head,
You
that's the
have
professional
there's
term.
an actual cartridge in there that
Uh-huh.
should be replaced every 2 to 3 years. We do it once a year as part of our regular maintenance. But once Vinny's got it up on the lift, you don't want if the oil runs out, you're not going to get the full flash.
No, I know.
God
what-
forbid something happens to your wife.
You guys are very nice because I know a young lady who went to you and hadn't had a blinker fluid. I think changed in 4 years. You changed it twice, charged the double, but you changed it twice right when she was there to get that rotation up to speed.
Same day.
Yeah.
Same
God
day.
bless you guys. You know the philosophy is do it twice, not once, because twice as much money into the foundation. We only want to make sure that the money's going in and being.
What's the
cycled.
percentage that the foundation may get out of
Not
your-
a lot at this particular time.
Right,
Because we
gotta
have
work
to
our
be
way up.
profitable,
Yeah,
make
yeah,
the
yeah,
monies.
yeah.
But we have a good heart, and let me tell you something, Vinny.
That's why I go to you.
He's a good guy. And one woman came in. She said every time she hit the brake, the car would jerk.
Would stop.
No, it had nothing to do with the brakes.
Oh,
we wound up doing a whole front end on the car.
Yeah. Well, you got to be careful.
Well, and the insurance didn't cover it, but she was upset. But then God forbid something would have happened. I scared her a little bit, but
Yeah.
she's safe now.
Do you like, especially if they have a young child? Do you
By
care?
the way, I want to say something.
Yes.
And I'm going into other ventures.
Okay.
And we are, I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I do a lot of entrepreneurs. And I saw you guys. I saw you guys. You got your own shirts and T-shirts.
Yeah.
But I want you to know one of my new ventures is I'm going to be making custom T-shirts. This is a new business. I didn't even tell Richie about this.
No, I like.
We have a custom ventures, and we're going to be making custom T-shirts. Now, there's a lot of guys doing T-shirts.
Sure.
I'm not an idiot. I
Right.
know everybody does T-shirts, but this is a custom. You could say, Eric, I want a T-shirt on the spot. We can make you a custom T-shirt. And it's very low cost to you and your patrons.
Whoa.
So a lot of that monies, we're hoping will go to the foundation, of course. But I did bring something with me just as a token of my depreciations.
Okay.
And let me tell you, this is just an example.
Is this
It's not
on the
official.
spot? This would be on the spot.
But like, if you said, Eric, make me a T-shirt. This one I made for John because
Let me see.
but laughter saves lives.
I love this.
And it's custom, of course.
Now, is that where
it's custom?
Is that where the Laughter Saves Lives is going to go, or is that done? Is that shirt done? Can you wash? Can you wash the shirt?
Can you wash that? Yes.
What the beautiful part is, and I brought all the samples, but I don't want to take all your time.
No, that's all right.
Let's say you don't want. This is a beautiful shirt. I made this.
I like.
You made that,
but
on the spot. On the spot, he made. Holy!
This is remarkable.
Man,
how much did you spend on
right? And I had to wait 3 weeks.
Rich Walker.
Look at
if
this.
I want
Look at this.
on the spot, I could do Rich Walker's.
This is nice.
Unusually unused, whatever
Right,
the hell he calls it. Funny guy.
Funny guy.
And then what we do is, and we usually don't like to show this on until it's complete.
Right.
But what I do is I do a lot of the work myself because it's custom.
Oh, shit. Is that a professional stapler?
But I bring that and on the spot.
This is why it's so quick.
But on the back of the same exact shirt.
Nice.
Now you got
Look at this. Look at this.
For Rich Walkers. And the Laughter Saves. And we're going to sell thousands of these things.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
God bless you guys because I brought
thank you.
But that's in addition to my regular business. My regular thing is cars, and we're also dabbling into colonoscopies. But I don't know. It's more of a. It's kind of this. We like to think of ourselves as the Jiffy Lube of colonoscopies.
Vincenzo. What was the first name again? Vincenzo. What was it?
Tony
Vincenzo. Tony Vincenzo. Could you do me a favor? Could you stay with us? We just want to do our pickleball segment. Would you mind if we just take a 30 seconds?
I love pickles. Yep.
All right. We're gonna go right now to our
John. Why don't we do this? Why don't we?
And we're back with our pickleball segment that was thrown by Tony Vincenzo. This Friday, the 19th of April. It's the big night. It's our first pickleball / comedy night. 2 hours of pickleball. Roseanne's buying the wine, as you heard. Beer. We're going to have one of those to shove out of our boards with cheese on it and stuff. And then a comedy show to follow with Tom D'Addario. Bridget's going to be on the show. We may have some surprise guests. It's going to be a fun night. We're going to raise a little money for Fight for Firefighters, who build ramps for disabled firefighters and their families. It's going to be a great night. We're going to present the check that night. Anybody can show up, play some pickleball, have some cheese, glass of wine. And if you want, bring Tony down. We'll have some cars out in the parking lot. We'll take your keys while you're playing. He'll take a look and make sure everything looks good under the hood. How's that sound?
Perfect.
Do you do windshields? Right.
Hold on, Butch wanted to say something.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's do this. Let's take a quick break.
Why?
Tony, thank you so much for being on. We're going to bring after this break, we'll bring our comic on, and I know Rich didn't get the memo, but gray shirts and white hair. Our comic Eric Haft is going to come on.
Oh,
gray shirt.
Who
else has a gray shirt and white hair? Salt and pepper.
There you go.
Salt and pepper. All right. Tony, do you want to leave or do you?
Yeah, I gotta go.
You gotta go?
I got a couple cars I'm gonna work on. You guys have been great.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks.
All right. Well, hang on. If you want to hang on, watch Eric.
Yeah.
Eric.
I'll be back.
All right. We're gonna go to a break. We'll be back with funny man Eric Haft.
All right. Is everybody having a good time tonight or what? That's what I thought. All right, so we are live, Paradise Studios, New York. Give yourself a round of applause for coming out tonight. Woo!
And we're back with Laughter Saves Live. Strong Island Television, Paradise Studios, a beautiful Massapequa, New York. Thank you for the guest tonight. I mean, how did we find Tony? I mean, that was
it was last minute. I was at his shop today. I had to get a lot of work done.
He just took my keys. He's out with my car right now.
Good.
I'm scared.
No,
our next guest,
very honest.
This gentleman, I'm gonna seriously say this because you bring people on, always very funny. I knew Eric back in the day when Johnny here was borderline on headliner, and I was going to do this and that. This guy passed me in the comedy business to headliner so quick. And I put him on Laughter Saves Live shows because home run, right?
Always.
Home run. Let's bring out the funny man, Eric Haft.
Thank you.
Eric Haft.
Hey, there he is.
You know, I'm serious. As a booker, I want to be known more as a comic, but it is what it is.
Yep.
People think I'm booker. As a booker, when you book a show and you go, oh, the show is going pretty good. Here comes Eric. I'm going to look like a champ.
Yes.
People are going to come up to me and go, what a great show. You know, that middle guy, Walker was okay. Then Eric Haft.
Boom.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Two
you.
of my favorite people.
Ooh,
we have fun. We have fun. We rock
you know,
it
a little bit.
That's the key. I think is have fun.
Yeah.
You gotta have fun. Could be the last show you're ever doing. I don't mean to be depressing.
That's it.
I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna give that audience of 5 people or 500 people a good show and watch my fellow comics and laugh. And these two, and seriously, I watch them all the time and I laugh. I could watch. Richie's doing the same jokes for 20 years. I freaking laugh.
I do not.
Laugh.
And not only that,
I have been.
Let me tell you something. I just saw you the other night at Connecticut. And you laid that room out.
Yeah, I heard you just jumped in there. You weren't even on the show.
You weren't even on.
And you rocked it.
Jonathan.
Well, you know how I booked it. I booked it as if we need another. I like to have 4 comics.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it was going to be
Sometimes
me
8.
if everything worked out, or I was going to try then to get somebody else down there. But these guys killed them. As you heard, Robert.
Yeah.
And you had fun at Green Lawn Fire Department.
Oh, wow. I heard
Teddy
about
Smith.
that.
And,
Teddy
oh, my
Smith.
God. Who else do we have? We had
Bridget Kavanaugh.
Bridget Kavanaugh.
Yes.
Kavanaugh. She did great.
Brandon LaCaruba.
Brandon LaCaruba.
Great at it.
Did a nice job emceeing. Yes. So it was a fun night.
I was even better.
I'm gonna throw. I'm gonna put you on the spot.
What? Yeah. Uh-oh.
Best. Do you remember a Laughter Saves Live show? If it's not a Laughter Saves Live show, that's fine. We do a lot of benefits.
Mm-hmm.
Is there one that you remember that jumps out at you? That like, wow, that was really cool. That felt good.
No, but the point is,
yeah,
that's all I got.
No, I don't know. Every show you do, here's the thing. That's why I like your shows. I don't.
Oh, wait. He's here now. Tell him to his face.
Yeah.
No, but my rule in comedy is I'm here to have fun. Like I always have fun. I don't care. It's
Absolutely.
I don't come halfway. It's 1,000%. And that's the way you are. You start your shows with all this energy. So I don't know if it's one show, but every show seems to be like that kind of energy.
Oh,
and
thank
if
you.
You start it that way.
Yeah.
It usually ends that way.
Right.
Right. But I remember we did a really big. It was a huge place, and it was like we were performing on a. Oh man, I can't remember.
A bar.
It was like a it was like a man-made. Oh man, I don't know, some weird
Where was
stage.
Where was that?
It was
Not
in the. It was in the firehouse itself.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't remember the name of it.
Oh, that.
Yeah. Sometimes we do it on the apparatus floor, like we did the other night.
And it's like the float with the wheels. Is that what you were on?
But honestly, it's just working with great people that you like.
Yeah.
Funny people.
Don't you agree? You have to do a show with people you enjoy.
Oh, it's more fun.
It's
more fun.
Yeah, you just come in with a good energy, and like the show the other night was phenomenal. People were in a good mood.
They're always ready to laugh there. They always feed us good.
And it's nice that you're actually giving back. So you're serving a purpose. Most comedy shows are just, hey, come and see it, but you're actually supporting a beautiful cause. I'm not just saying it. It's like you really give back. So that makes you feel better.
For the record, I have some shows that are under my business and some shows that are under the foundation. Every show, hopefully we can sell our shirts, get a donation. And other shows, like I just went to Texas, solely on the foundation. I didn't make a dime. The foundation didn't make a dime. We actually were one of the sponsors, raised money for some beautiful charities out there. Badge of Honor does great work for the mental health of veterans. And the 9/11 Memorial Stair Climb, which is a beautiful memorial. Every year they do. Everybody wears one of the names of the guys that were lost on 9/11, climbs up the stairs. They invited me to come back for the stair climb.
Love it.
If anybody wants to join me, I'll be there in my Speedo on floor 32. Why don't you set him up? Like, how they do on the Tonight Show? He has such funny bits. And you know all these
Nobody
bits.
wants to.
He doesn't
just
do
I know.
bits on
I know.
air.
I know.
No, I'll do whatever you want. I don't care.
No.
So Eric, tell us
He's
about.
a big name.
I know.
Yeah, big. What do you want? What do you want to hear? Do you want me to hear me do something stupid?
No. Let's talk about something that
don't do the bits. Talk about this.
Is new and close to your heart.
Yeah.
What's that? His kids. His kids.
His kids.
Yeah.
Well, he has 3. Right.
Yes, I have 3 children.
We have a boy, a girl, and
so again, I'm not doing my act. Would you stop?
You're
I will
so
tell
funny.
you something
you know what?
interesting.
That Tony guy was a lot funnier than you. Bring him back.
Hey, Tony!
He was a great guy.
He's got my car up on the chat.
I used to,
Tell us
I'm
what's
married
your
to a
advice?
therapist.
There we go.
I'm married to a therapist. That's hard.
Right.
I didn't know that.
You talk about this actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
When you're married to a therapist, you can't get angry.
Yeah.
So I came home. She actually, I came home. I was upset because I brought my car to get a tire changed.
Okay.
And the
Just
guy,
a tire.
yeah, just a simple tire. And I'm telling her the story. I said, it's unbelievable. I bring the car in. The guy puts the thing on the lift. Wants to sell me $800 worth of brakes. My wife said, "How did that make you feel?" I said, "Well, I was angry." So she goes into that whole thing.
Right.
I said, "What do you mean? I'm pissed off. What do you mean? I just needed a tire fix." She goes, "Well, just breathe. I said, "Yeah, I'm breathing, but I'm angry." And she said, "Well, what did we say about anger, Eric?" So I'm dealing with that.
Right.
She
not easy.
Well, how did they? I'm breathed. How did that make you feel? I said, "Look, I said I'm pissed off, honey." I said, "I don't understand." She goes, "Well, how did you resolve it?" I said, "Well, what was I going to do? I bought the $800 worth of brakes." She said, "But don't you feel better?
Right.
You have a safe car. It's the middle of the winter,
Right.
and now you're driving around." And I said, "Yeah, that plus 4 new tires for $1,000." And she said, $1,000? We don't have that kind of money, Eric. I said, "Breathe, honey, breathe." Breathe.
I see where she's coming from, though.
So
that is.
So I put her up on the lift. Comedians can't do their act. It's so hard to do your act.
You're not doing your act. We're
It's
having a
fun
conversation.
To be somebody else. I like
you know
to
what?
be
You're
somebody
good.
else.
You're good at that. You're good. Richie, the other night, right at the show, you were somebody else. You were a funny guy at that show, man. Am I right?
You know what it is?
I got to do my Rich Walker
Can I
impression.
say
That's
one
what I
thing?
was
Wait,
doing.
one minute. I
Unbelievable.
may not be a funny comedian, but I impersonate a funny comedian. Right?
You know what? You do the job. You set up the equipment.
I'm the kid
The
with
light-
bases.
The light,
Sure.
the light is turned 18.
Rob knows all
the
about
light
that.
is turned 18 times. Oh, move it, right?
Yes.
But in all seriousness, when he runs a show for me, and you did the other night that show, thank you so much.
Right.
It takes a load off my shoulders.
He even called me up.
Yeah, what
and
did he
he's
say?
like at Greenlawn,
Yep.
and I'm at the
Right.
thing, and he's going, "Where's John? Is he getting here?" He does such a nice job.
Remaining
keeping
calm.
under control.
Breathe. I said breathe.
And he ended up getting there. And I said he just left. Relax. He'll be there.
When I got there, I felt bad. I rushed there because he had to set up all the equipment.
It wasn't that much because they wound up having their own sound system.
He says to me, I said,
the guy
I'm looking around, and he says, "Oh no, we use their sound system." I go, "How did it sound?" He goes, "I don't care. It's less work."
Oh, shut up!
That sounds accurate. Okay, so let me set this up.
And then he said,
sounded
"Can I
great.
have that extra money back?" Because she was supposed to set everything up.
It sounded great. It was a good move. I would have done the same thing.
Let me say one more thing.
Using
He
this?
wants to do an impression of Rich Walker. Now,
Okay.
the audience at home may not know who this is because they never get to really hear me speak on this show.
This is Rich Walker.
Between him and Butch coming on, they get to never hear me.
Do you do an impression of me? Do you do an impression of me?
No. I do him. He knows that, right?
You do me?
Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Laughter Saves Lives. Live. No, don't worry, Richie. We'll let you talk.
That was one of the things I asked John. He said, "You want to be on the show?" I said, "Will I get to talk?"
That's why we brought
Thank
you.
God you don't talk to me and Rich about this baseball stuff. We are completely out of the loop.
Horrible.
We're the
I
worst.
wouldn't know one.
I was a musician.
But now I know what can of corn means.
Southpaw. What's a southpaw?
Come on, that you
Me?
know. No, the
A
other
southpaw
Rich.
is a lefty.
Oh,
Yeah.
You told him.
No, he didn't.
You know why?
So what do you want to say about it? What's your
we only have 30 seconds left now. Do Richie.
This Rich Walker
and
taking us out of the show.
Wait, tell us where you'll be next.
In Richie's voice.
Unbelievable. So, did I ever tell you about the story? But I know we got to end the show. I know I got to get unbelievable. So, where am I going to be? Oh, you know what's funny? I got to remember before I leave. I got to get milk on the way home. That's one thing I forgot. But by the way, milk is bad for you. Milk is not good for you. Did I tell you I have a gluten allergy? Anyway, what's weird is, and my car's got to go in. By the way, remind me, my car's got to go in.
Where are you going to be?
Subaru.
Where are you going to be, Eric? Where are you going to be?
Tomorrow night, I'll be at Piccola La Bussola in Huntington. Tomorrow night with John Peasy.
Nice.
And Manny Arias. And
nice.
It'll be fun. So that's tomorrow night.
And what about the weekend? Quick. Weekend?
Oh, no. I'm moving my son upstate.
No
comedy for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks to Tony. Thanks to Robert. Thank you to Roseanne, John Santo, and Eric Heft. It was a great show.
Thank you.
We're going to the diner. Good night, everybody.